What is going on, everybody? Counter Everything back with Game 2 of the Smacky Cup 2. I covered Game 1 in my last video where I played Sammy and basically mech spammed my way to victory. In this game, I got a little, some would say a mismatch here, because I'm on Sammy, but my opponent is on Andy. And you might be kind of confused. You'd say, well, Andy's tier 3, Sammy's tier 4. Why is your opponent on a tier 3 CO when you could be playing a tier 3 CO? You'd have a bigger advantage. And that's because I certainly had a game plan on this map that really only Sammy can pull off. And I will explain that maneuver that I pull off when I get there. I will say that, I mean, you take a look at this map preliminarily and try to make any sense of it, right? The first time I saw this map, I played a practice game with War Puppy, and it was complete nonsense. I mean, like, you have these factories in here that have to go like all the way around if they want to come out. You have factories up here and down here where only infantry can come out of them unless you break the pipe scene. Then you can start getting vehicles down there, and then you have these factories up here where the only way you're going to get them in this front or this front is if you go all the way around here, or all the way, so you got to go all the way through here. It's completely confusing the first time you look at it, at least in my opinion. But there's a couple things you have to remember. So the name of this map is something along the lines of like Sea Bridge or something, or like Sea Road connecting to, I don't know, it's just some goofy ass name. But that's because out of this factory right here and this factory, which are very far away from the starting factory, so they take a while to capture, you have actually a shoal path right here that zigs like this, okay? And then it leads on to more roads. So actually getting recons out of here, they would be completely unimpeded, like going all the way down here. So same thing with tanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So a tank could come out here. If you wanted to send it to the north front, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So a tank from here would go here, or it can go here. So this is kind of your flex, your flex factory. These two factories can feed this front, and then this factory can feed this front. But this factory is still really, really awkward, and you'll see how I utilize it later. But in order for this factory to work, it'd have to come all the way down and then around. You see my cursor? Do you see my cursor? Okay, yeah. It'd come down, around, and into this corner, and then it'd have to come out here. Or you just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then it can kind of join the fight here. But if you want it to come down and around, it's just kind of awkward. So I needed to play this practice game before I got into the tournament match. And I'm really glad I did, no matter how this game ended, okay? Aha! You thought I was going to spoil it by saying that I won, but guess what? I might not have. So let's get into it. So I kind of want to go over the CO matchup really quick. So we are, of course, playing Sammy against Andy. I've explained Sammy 8 million times. I love playing Sammy. I've been playing her a lot more recently. Not winning, but playing. But I really do like Sammy. But let's talk about Andy. He's got no day-to-day abilities, which is, kind of bad on paper, but it's also good on paper. He has no weaknesses. Switching over to Sammy, she has, a great amount of boosted firepower in her mechs and her tanks, and her foot soldiers. But everything else is going to lose 10% attack, except for her artilleries. And in a map like this, it's just kind of hard to pull off artilleries. There's a lot of open space, not any mountains to kind of, buffer up against, not a lot of forest tiles in really optimal spots. So artillery in this map, me nor my opponent nor the game where I played against War Puppy used it to much, to a huge advantage. Going over to Andy, you have his CO Power Hyper Repair. All units will gain 2 HP for only 3 stars. And then Hyper Upgrade. All units will gain 5 HP. They'll gain plus 10 attack and 1 movement, and that's for 6 stars. So you'll usually see people saving up for the hyper upgrade, if not for the HP, for the boosted movement and boosted attack. It can be pretty devastating. Meanwhile, double time is seldomly popped. I did pop it last game to a pretty good effect. Foot soldiers gain +1 movement, and their attack is increased to 50%. That's really good. Victory March. Foot soldiers gain +2 movement, and their attack is increased to 70%. But foot soldiers can capture buildings instantly, even with 1 HP. There was a specific reason I went Sammy, and I thought it could give me a tempo bonus. But in order for that tempo bonus to pay off, I had to end the game early. Now, do I end the game early? We will see. And I'll get into what that tempo bonus could be when we get there. Because... I didn't explain this when going over Sammy, but I will when I get there. And with with the amount of cities being open, the key to this battle for me, to keep it going through the mid-game, is to keep my infantry alive, keep mechs on the field, and get those victory marches and cap these cities, you know? And then from there, my boosted income would help me produce teched up units that can take down Andy. That is, you know, how I'm going to have to do this, because usually she's weaker. I went Kindle in my practice game, and I wasn't a huge fan. Plus, I saw that I scoped out my opponent, and I saw that Cross in Fox basically spammed Andy. Andy was his favorite. I knew he was going to play it. So I figure, man, if I play Kindle, he's pretty much just going to get me back with hyper repair every time, and you know, the damage isn't really going to be there. But again, damage isn't Kindle's biggest, you know, it's not her biggest asset. That 7 damage that Kindle does to enemies on buildings will heavily drain income from the opponent. So even if he comes back and pops a hyper repairs everything back up to full that I just did to him, he still lost a ton of gold from repairing. Okay, everybody. Without further ado, I definitely won't say this game is like a banger or anything, but it's pretty average play. Here we go. Smacky Cup Round 2. So, starts off with infantry top and bottom. Me too. It's, you know, make a beeline for this factory to get as many, you know, to get your unit count up. That's the name of the game there. He will be doing the same thing. Here we go. Get into the factory. And so, obviously, this infantry could be put to better use, right? It could go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then get down here by turn 3. It could go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And get over here by turn 3. It could even push out 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, and get over here by turn 3. This obviously isn't like an ideal move, okay? That it is undoubtedly not an ideal move. When I played against War Puppy, I waited too long to capture this, and then it became really unadvantageous when we started fighting, and that was tough for me. I really wanted to just have this, so as you know, it's a guarantee. I'm losing like 1 turn of capping tempo just to make sure that I have this right away. So a better player than me would 100% not go for this right away and push out to push farther in here, but knowing myself, I probably would just forget to capture it all game, which is inevitably what I ended up doing against War Puppy anyway. So I literally didn't capture this all game against War Puppy because I was getting to know the map. So anyway, I just go for it right away. I understand that is 100% not optimal. Okay, but look, he does the same thing. So he mirrors me. He's an 800 player. He was ranked significantly below me. He was ranked about 100 points below me, and he has a ton of games. So I was definitely feeling confident going into the game. Okay, I'm moving everybody out. So what I just did here was I took a shot at the pipe seam with my infantry. Sammy mechs, I believe it would take something like 5 mech shots plus like 4% damage to blow this pipe seam. So without practicing it, my strategy off rip was just to get infantry out and move these over here and take a shot, you know, basically 4 times. That would get it down to 96 health. Then 5 mech shots, whether that be consecutive or, you know, mech shoots 2 times in a row and then moves out, or mech. It would then pop it open and I can roll out vehicles. The other way that I did it against War Puppy is I waited and waited and waited. Finally, produced an artillery on this base, and then I just drove it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it took me 3 turns to get it in position, 3 turns to blast it away. So it takes a long time, or I can start working on it early and pop this before him, and hopefully that gives me the advantage. That's what I was going for. So here we go. Pushing out, and then I do the same thing with this. You can't see it, but I do the same thing with this. I just take a shot there, capture this factory, push out. Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of tough to know exactly what to do with this, because it's like 1, 2, 3 is the same as 1, 2, 3, so it doesn't really matter what order you put it in. And then I go early game APC. And this is why I did that, okay? Sammy, as part of her kit, has +1 movement to her APCs. Okay, so that means if I position an APC here, 1, 2, 3, load an infantry into it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can then drop my infantry off here, and it's actually in position to start capturing our only airports. And with airports captured, I have the potential to get a huge jump and get a couple battle copters out here before he would ever even think about making anti-air. That would cause enough disruption for Sammy's boosted captures to really clean up in this area and just totally secure these. Reinforced with tanks for the inevitable anti-air, and then I got them locked down. Okay, that was the game plan. Was a tempo boosted B copters. Okay, because the only person, because if you're playing Sammy, this is the earliest I could have done it. I'm at 0 gold now. Okay, this is the earliest anybody in the game could have done this. I move my APC, and that's the earliest in the game any CO in the game could capture could start producing battlecopters. It is the tempo boost that I'm going for right now. I believe. You can try to fact check me, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. So that's just it. I knew I could get battlecopters out literally, I think, about 2 turns faster than he possibly could, even if he rushed it. So that is what I was going for. And we'll see if it paid off. It was a good strategy, and to be fair, War Puppy mentioned that to me. He goes, "Hey, you have a lot of options for who you want to play. Sammy might be fun because you can pull off this strategy of getting your APC all the way down here." And I was like, "Damn, that's actually kind of a good idea." So then, yeah, here come the March of the Mechs. I'm gonna start blasting away at this pipe seam. Okay, this is in position, ready to be loaded into next turn. And Cross and Fox will let's see if he gets a recon out. Let's see what he does here. Nope, just infantry. This dude loved his infantry, which is crazy because I'm supposed to be the infantry expert. God, he had a ton of infantry this game. Okay, and then boosted movement APC. That's turn 1, and you can see he's got no thoughts about this island at all. Just head empty, no thoughts. And then you can't see what I did, but I produced another mech and blasted away at this pipe seam, which will become visible at the start of the next turn. Yes, so this pipe seam is now at 75 damage. He hasn't even shot it once with his infantry here. So, yeah, I'm focused on getting my vehicles out of this pipe seam ASAP. Okay. And then the first unit he will produce is a tank. He can go 2 ways with this. He can go to the north, or look, here's his movement down to the south to back up his infantry capturing these bases. And that's all he's going to do. He's only going to produce a tank. Still no damage on his pipe seam. Here it is. I drop my infantry off here, and look at the tempo, the tempo boost I'm getting on him when it comes to getting my airport and my second comm tower. So I'll get my... So then I was kind of like, man, what do I do? Do I get the second comm tower first and blast him with plus 10%? And we're talking plus 50% foot soldier damage when it's foot soldier on foot soldier. Would that tempo bonus be more beneficial than battlecopters immediately? And the answer is, I didn't think so, and I went for the airport right away. So I mirror him. I go for a tank, and I think I'm just going to send it to the north here. Okay. Pushing out. He sees that I have a little forward advance here. He has a forward advance of his own. He actually goes to the north with his initial tank. Then he goes another tank, goes another recon he can send on here quickly, and then another infantry. No plans on blasting this pipe seam though. And then yeah, so I'm Sammy boosted infantry. That's pretty much always an engagement you want to tank. I go for the airport. Okay, grabbing props, moving out. I either shoot at this with this or nope. I should move that mech. Wait, what happened here? Oh, I had to produce an infantry up here last turn, so I took a double shot with this mech. Pipe seam down to 33 damage, 3 mechs in the north. You want mechs on the field as Sammy anyway, so I figure it's not that bad. And look, he's sending his vehicles right into the meat grinder. Right now, everything's kind of going to plan here. He's got a building lead, but that's obviously subject to change. Hasn't even thought about this island yet. This infantry, it's going to be a long time before he starts making battlecopters, and I know it. And he's got, I mean, anti-tanks are good, man. They don't suffer from any minus attack power. With this comm tower, it's plus 10% attack. He's got a lot of tanks up here. He's letting the south go, but we're actually kind of both attacking the same front. So things are going to get a little bit awkward, as you can probably tell, because now I'm packing my mechs and tanks up into the north again. I have my APZ in position to transport another infantry, but I actually go recon here, so I don't know why I did that. I guess I just wanted another recon, just a recon. So now it's 3 tanks of 3 tanks. But Cross and Fox has a firepower advantage, right? He's playing Andy. I get minus 10% attack to my tanks and battlecopters, but with these two comm towers, it's plus 10% attack with battlecopters, and they're still going to be really effective. And check this out. I'm sure he has no idea that I'm about to start producing battlecopters. This move totally paid off. Okay, so he'll actually, unfortunately, be able to take out my... a capturing infantry, maybe getting a little too cocky here, and then him putting this on the shoal is a little too cocky, but I don't have any really vision to deal with it. So problematic. He's doing a pretty good job with his infantry movement. Sticking an infantry in this forest early is awesome. It's just a good move, and he's got me on income, but I'm about to get a ton of properties here. One. And then I can start capping this. I'm like, okay, if you want to interrupt me, you're going to have to invest a lot into this. I mean, just not the smartest play. Like, I don't think that this was the smartest play. Yeah, I saw that he had double tank up here, or maybe I just saw I saw that he had 1 tank up here, so I figured, okay, maybe he's investing more up here. I don't know. All I know is that maybe this was not the best idea, because this is obviously going to get blown up. And then here's my gambit, right? This APC sits perfectly here for mechs. Load a mech, drop it off in a forest, drive it back. Load a mech, drop it off in the forest, drive it back. So this could be my little mech machine, and I'm getting on my comm tower earlier than him. So this first battlecopter engagement is going to be huge. It's going to scare him off. Okay. But now we push out. I don't charge this into the fray. I still want these tanks backing each other up just in case. Just chaining my units like that, and then I can't afford a mech, so I just go infantry. Okay, he blasts away with his recon, and then yeah, he's gonna pick me up there. Okay, he sees that I have a tank in here. He is out of range. So as soon as he did this, I was like, okay, I think he might be a little bit inexperienced or just excited, because plunging a recon forward like this, even attacking into a Sammy infantry on my own city, like that's it's just not going to work out for you. Next turn I'll have 2 comm towers. I'll surely be able to blow this away. And god damn it, he's just got 3 tanks and then a 4th tank backing this one up, and another tank down here. And I actually think I get eyes on all 3 of these tanks and go, Jesus Christ, dude, he's got 6 tanks on the board right now. Just bizarre. So yeah, he's finally getting down, and he's got this little supply chain issue right here where, infantry are going to get bunched up, and he's not even working on this pipe seam. Meanwhile, my pipe seam is officially busted. I can start getting vehicles out ASAP. So then I start taking some engagements as Sammy infantry. He starts taking, and then after I saw this engagement, I'm like, oh, bro, this is really stupid. You are throwing your infantry away. Because I'm going to retaliate heavily. These are going to be down at 6. And now I can actually come in with these infantry and really blast them. And I do. So, okay, I drop off, resupply, and I grab my comm tower, and then I start blasting. I can't believe... What the fuck kind of damage calc is this? Does this really not kill? That is so fucked up, actually. So I was pissed because I didn't want to reveal this mech yet. But I'm like, But then I said... Also, I wanted to attack this infantry from the city with this infantry, but I couldn't. Okay, so then I come down here, I get vision, and then I just attack his infantry on the shoals to get a favorite, because I'm like, okay, Scorched Earth, I see he's got all this infantry over here. Let's just cripple his capture game. So I kind of Scorched Earth it. In the process, these two infantry are completely unguarded. I mean, they're kind of guarded by my tanks, at least. So if they want to come hit them with some stuff, they're going to have to face the wrath of my tanks. Here comes Battlecopter. Here comes Mech. We'll be able to blast away at this with good efficiency. Okay, there we go. Engagement on the road. Ooh, look at that engagement. Really good. Then I can come in, clean up the 6, clean up the 6, clean up the 1. Now down here, that was a good move. I took a lot of his units off the board there. Big turn for me. Him getting overzealous over here. Then I'm like, okay, I see that he's got a lot of infantry, and I want to get my anti-airs in position when the Battlecopter comes out. So the Battlecopter will get 1 engagement and then be done. I got a Battlecopter that's coming out lickety-split here, though. Okay. And then so he pushes out, and then, so I did find it really weird when I was watching the replay. I'm like, so he revealed my mech, and then he goes in with his tank. Why would he do that? And, well, that's because, so he, right now he's just grabbing vision, and I think he's going to take some tank engagements, which, actually, I was not okay with, because he did a really good job of bivouacking his tank here. My tank is not going to be able to reach this tank to get a shot, and I remember being pretty pissed. He's going to take a shot at this mech, and that's when he needed more vision, because I'm fine with this engagement right here. First of all, I shoot back and deal 7. Second of all, next turn, this tank is done from a mech, so I will 100% take that engagement. I think that's totally worth it. And but he keeps rolling out tanks, and then he goes medium tank, and then he goes anti-air. And when I saw this anti-air, I was definitely disappointed, because I was like, why would he roll anti-air? There's no way he thought I'd have a Battlecopter in the area. And the answer is because I'm playing Sammy, and anti-air just go really well against mechs. I think that's what he was thinking, and it was smart. So, although Sammy enabled me to get an early airport and just start pumping Battlecopters out, which I didn't pump. I probably should have made another one. It's also my undoing, because building anti-airs is also definitely in his best interest. Dogs are barking. Sorry, someone's at the front door. Hold on. All right, I'm back. Guess who's back? Guys, I hate editing, but my dogs were freaking out because FedEx knocked on the door. God damn it. Anyway, back to the game. Where was I? Oh, yeah. So, talking about helicopters, too. This was just so fucking unfortunate, man. I'm not in range of any of these tanks. I know for a fact he didn't do that on purpose, but I'm not in range of any of these tanks. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. So my only option is to shoot at this with my helicopter, revealing that I have Battlecopters, or keep it hidden. And so yeah, I decided to take a shot with this mech. I mean, I don't know, just to make sure that I finished it off. I think this would have finished it off anyway, so I probably just shouldn't have done that. And then I start capping these two. I'm like, okay, I think I can actually flip these, because with boosted capture, I was pretty confident I could get some stuff done here. And now, watching this replay, I definitely went in a little too hard in this area. I figured I have lots of mechs covering everything, so if he wants to come in on my recon, I'll be able to hit him with my mech. Then I have a tank backing it up, and I actually have a battlecopter backing it up as well. So yeah, so I start making a move. Now here's a mistake. I don't know if I'm retreating on this front, but pushing into this, I just don't think is very smart. I move this tank back up here to reinforce the middle, and then I can take a shot just at an infantry and try to cripple capture game here. Tank sits pretty well here. He could come take a shot, but I have... Oh wait, I can't even back this up. Shit, so this was actually not a good move for this tank. Damn, oh well. And then I'm able to just boost this mech out here, produce another mech, and get mechs rolling in the south as well. So one thing I'm definitely not doing right now is I'm not producing infantry. And Cross and Fox actually is. He's doing a great job of making sure one of these buildings produces an infantry, not a mech, every turn. Because that boosted infantry movement is going to be huge for victory marches, and it's just not what I did. That was not my game plan right away. Finally, he's getting an artillery down here and he's going to start blasting away at this pipe seam. Okay. He gets a really good engagement. He can grab vision and just get a good engagement there. He gets interrupted, and he'll actually totally be able to gobble up my tank here, which is obviously very unfortunate. Now before I shoot back, and maybe there's some stuff to be done, but I've won this front, and then I'm gonna get this. I was really excited, unless he comes in with a tank. He interrupts that, and then he'll get the full interrupt. Unfortunate. And then yeah, take a pretty good engagement there. Finish up my infantry. Needed to do a better job of protecting my infantry down there in that instance, that's for sure. And then he'll come down here with his tank. And I was so pissed when I saw... So this is the first time I really got to look at his tanks. I'm like, bro, fuck are you doing with all these tanks? And it just really pissed me off, because I was like, well, I want all his tanks. Even worse, this battlecopter is in range of nobody. My gambit to produce a battlecopter that could at least get one favorable engagement before a anti-air entered the fray is just completely fucked. It's gone. And I remember being really sad. I was like, God damn it. That was the entire point. I do flip this property, so now I am at an income lead. I just need to maintain it down here. Okay. And I push out. I anti-air my own down here just in case battlecopters come flooding in. And it's good that I set that up early because that's exactly what he's on right now. Fall back over here, hang out in the bush, get my copter down here. Medium tank, I actually sent to the north. Probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably should have sent it down here to fight over here, but I just ended up sending it to the north. So, and then yeah, that tank. Looking at it now, I definitely should have brought that down onto my city. But that's going to go down there like that. And then here we go, more infantry, and then another battlecopter. So that turn, I actually think I had a pretty good turn there. And he's kind of forced to, sit back on his heels, and just see, and like this, right? He doesn't push this infantry anywhere. He just waits it. That's a really mature decision. God, he's just got an impressive amount of infantry. This is really good for him because if he takes a big engagement and opens up some cities, his infantry will be there to capitalize on them. And then right now, I got injured ones down here. I mean, I suppose I have it. I just don't have the firepower right now. I just do not have the firepower. Okay, so he will move out his troops. Goes another anti-air to deal with semi-infantry as she should have now. He's got anti-air on both sides of the field, which is going to be really tough for me. Haven't gotten a single shot with this battlecopter yet. Really, really too bad. Okay, I go in with the anti-air, blast him with that, and I blast him with that, and I'll hit him with this. Okay, and then I can come in behind with my battlecopter. Finally posed to do something next turn. It's just been flying around the map. It's like, yeah, it's used a fourth of its fuel already. Just not good. Okay, flying out. And then yeah, I clean it. I was like, God, how many? I'm like, every infantry that I clean up is good, because these can capture at low health, but his can't. So I'm like, okay, well, if I play that game, I think I can do pretty good. And then yeah, like this mech machine, I got plenty of mechs down here to back up this recon if he takes an engagement from the building, which we'll see if he does. Okay, and then hold on, wait a minute. No, I have not. Oh, okay, hold on. So he actually gets a pretty clean engagement right here. He can clean up my Recon in one blast. So, yeah, pretty tough. But he comes in and he starts doing some damage. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be able to get him with this next turn, which makes me feel pretty happy, makes me smile. And then he pushes forward. And yeah, he's got lots of tanks in the area, but the Axeman cometh. Look at this, God, he's so good at making infantry. Definitely jealous of that foresight that he had all game. But check this out, guys. This was move planned big time. Opened up the move planner, opened up Excel, typed in every ounce of damage that I could do efficiently before I could get my victory march, and then executed. Starts off with getting vision of the medium tank. Medium tank on medium tank action gives me a big boost right there. I can push down, grab vision there, get a nice tank engagement, come in, and then take a tank engagement here. Okay, he shoots back and does lots of damage. That's fine. I want to have damage dealt to me to build up my attack. Come in, boom, mech takes a nice shot. Tank there. The victory march, here we go. How bigly can I capitalize on this? Let's see. Okay, I use the extra movement. Clean up that tank. Come in. Clean up that tank. Come in. He gone. And then I had a decision to make. And right now is when I start going, oh shit. He's got a hyper upgrade up. And if you look on the field, he's got a lot of injured units. That's plus 5 HP to this, plus 5 HP to this with no mechs in range, plus 5 HP to this. So he's going to have healthy, like big units next turn to get some work done. So that was one thing that I definitely failed at with this victory march is clearing units. So when it came to clearing units, I had two options. I could clear this medium tank, or I could clear this anti-air. I decided to go with the anti-air because then this battlecopter would be able to hit the medium tank next turn, and he'd have to spend another turn making a new anti-air. Versus then the anti-air could hit one of my mechs and then hit the battlecopter. Looking back at it now, I should have trusted that my tanks could have taken care of the anti-air, and I should have sniped this, and I should have sniped the medium tank 100%. But I like that. That's a great engagement. And then I decided to let him have this and just get his units off the board. So now I'm just going for getting his units off the board. And unfortunate, I only get one fucking city out of the victory march. I don't know if there's a city open up here. And now my dilemma is: do I take this engagement with the mech, or do I check to see if the city is open? And I inevitably just check to see if the city is open, and well, sorry for the spoiler, and then I get myself trapped. I fucking pounded my desk so hard. This was very stupid. I should have just taken a big boosted mech shot, got this down to 2, plus 5 is 7, then he would have been shooting 7 into 9, except instead of 9 into 9. So just that was definitely a mistake. And then I just go another medium tank. I get more mechs rolling up here, and of course, he is free. I got an advantage, but he is totally... You're free to check the king. He's totally free to hyper upgrade here, and that's exactly what he does. So all this work I did down here to damage these units, it's gone. He goes from 97,000 to 113,000. So, like, basically 15,000 worth of health. He just gets back, and he's getting boosted attack. He's getting boosted movement. I remember just being very scared to watch this turn, and yeah, guys, it was pretty fucking bad. I move planned out that victory march, and I think I was still right to pop it as soon as I got it, and but I definitely needed to remove his units from the board before, really doing anything here. So yeah, I mean, he's just going to one-shot that. Yeah, he takes a great engagement there. He'll clean up my... Look, he just cleans up my boosted mech with one shot. He'll one-shot another mech. Those are really valuable to me. My infantry are ridiculously valuable to me. He can even come here and take this engagement while I'm victory marching, which is just so sad. And then that's cleaned up. He probably should have taken that one first. And then, even victory marching, that's not going to stop the defense from him just slamming into me. And now he's just really hurting me. I need these. I need these infantry. I need them for victory marches, and I used them a little too loosely. And now my infantry presence is reduced to this. And look at his. He is in a great spot to capitalize on pushing me out here, and he's got this blown open now, so he'll be able to get troops out more efficiently. The tempo boost that I originally was going for in this early pipe split and early battlecopters has just failed, and I think it's kind of because of luck, because it was just out of range of getting a clean engage with this battlecopter originally. I flew it all the way down here to get one engage, only for it to get sniped by anti-air, which just fucking sucked ass. So I do get a battlecopter hit in. I'm just so pissed that that doesn't clean that up. If I was playing any other character, I think the plus 10% boosted damage would have definitely cleaned that up, which is just really fucking frustrating. Cleaned it up anyway, but then leave it on a... I probably just should have ignored it, honestly. I definitely should not have taken that engagement, but oh well. One thing you can see for sure is I'm definitely winning up here. He's going to have to front shift, but then you look at this, guys. I only have one fucking infantry up here that can get anything done. I have a mech, but they move so slow. It's just, this was tough to see. I'm like, okay, I'm winning this up here. Now what? I would have loved to begin capturing these 3 properties next fucking turn. And then, so this sucks because... Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine. Never mind. I thought I made a misplay. So, finally get some artillery. Artillery are really good on Sammy, but like I said on this map, neither of us... It's just tough. Tanks are just too good, and you want to spam them. So, okay, finally, I take a good engagement there. At least I can get one good mech engagement. Okay, here come the reinforcements. I try to cripple his capture game, and in hindsight, maybe just pull that back. No, I definitely wanted to take a shot there. Okay, start boosted capturing here. Go artillery in here, and then medium tank to reinforce my broken down medium tank over here. More mech, no infantry. I'm just not making infantry every turn, and I think that's just what I really needed to do. Okay, he'll obviously be able to, boom, boom, and then just 2 ridiculously clean engagements that just... they just make me look really bad. And then look, he's got all these healthy infantry ready and willing to serve their country and start capping this shit, which is obviously really disappointing. And just well played by him. And then, look, Sammy mechs, man, they're really powerful, but not if they're not backed up by other mechs, and not if they don't get the first jump, because you just blasted him with the exact unit I'm trying to defend here. And then he comes in, and he definitely has this area. I have lots of reinforcements coming in. He's got, tanks in the area, but no anti-air while I have a battlecopter puttering around is going to be tough for him to dislodge in the north. So the game is definitely not over yet. And then, God, look at this infantry. He doesn't give a fuck. I don't know. He was just really going to make an infantry. And look, he's capturing both of these cities. I have no vision. I do flip his city, though, so I do have this income advantage. I can take a shot with my artillery. Push out. Let's get a mech on that city. I gotta refuel this mech. It's actually out of shots, which you never see. Okay. Then just I'm gonna clean this up. I know he's probably got nothing in the area to deal with that. And then yes, I'm like, okay. Now I can start capturing up here. But look, he crippled my 1 infantry that I could start capping with. So next turn I'm gonna start capping with a 4 health infantry, and yeah, it's boosted, but that's just not gonna do a lot. Okay, I just don't want him to capture that, so I kind of drive this into harm's way. But it's okay because it's backed up by a bunch of other tanks. I'm going to start heavily reinforcing this area. And then this is healing up to respond to any battlecopter threats that I may face. Finally start realizing, holy fuck, I need infantry in this area, and I need another shuttle system. So I pop another T-copter. Probably would have been nicer if I popped that earlier in the game, looking back at it. And then, yeah, I mean, he's still taking all these fucking positive engagements with his tanks, and it just sucks. I was like, how many fucking tanks does this fucking guy have? I'll be able to kill this battlecopter next turn, which is a relief. And now this is in range. Look at that. It's one-shotting. It's like it's one-shotting my tanks on planes, and like if I did that, it would be down to 2. So playing Sammy here, it was all about the early game tempo boost. But if that doesn't pay off, you're fucked in the ass. And then look, like he waits his tank here. You know, a less disciplined player would have taken a shot at the APC, but it's just really good for him. The battlecopter spam is real. More infantry. It's just something that I'm straight up not doing. Take a shot there. Push in. Just to get a vision of where I can attack this medium tank from. Okay. Pushing out, and then here I come. Take a shot at his infantry. Infantry down, but he's got plenty more, so I probably just should have let that fall. Then I can take my engagement, and that's like not even fucking worth it. That's a first strike with 2 comm towers. He has hyper repair, and he's about to get hyper upgrade again. So, I think it's around this turn where I end up doing something pretty stupid. We'll see if it is this turn or not. So yeah, I drive this onto here. I want to try to get it in here so I can start blasting away at the HQ. We will see if I pull it off. Okay, Cross and Fox's turn. Yeah, he'll be able to blast my B-copter. He'll... oh. Yeah, so then he does this to get his hyper upgrade because it's going to be healed up to 7 anyway. So a really smart move. He'll get it now. Here comes his hyper upgrade, and look at this. Devastating hyper upgrade. Absolutely devastating hyper upgrade. He's going to be able to one-shot. Yeah, he'll kill me there. He'll shoot at me here. All right, guys. If it wasn't obvious from the shift in tone of voice, I dragged this out for a very good, like a long time. But you can see just me playing super. I don't know if it was me playing sloppy down here, the last couple turns, or just like all game or whatever. I just was not ready for another hyper upgrade. I thought for sure he wouldn't be able to pull it off. But look, he's even covering up a lot of his cities now. I have no fucking infantry to even make a victory march happen. He's up 12. He's up 12. You know, troops. But I have tanks in the area and you know, mechs to transport, so I figure maybe I can make something happen here. Okay, so I push out, and then yeah, I'm not engaging or anything. I'm just protecting I'm turtling up now, and I'm kind of turtling up on both fronts. I can take a nice engagement there. That was just a good engagement. So I'm still doing okay up here. More battlecopters over here would be good, but yeah, I captured that thing, and I'm just not making any battlecopters, which is a little foolish. Yeah, and then yeah, he can just blast this. I have medium tank in the area, but you know, he's just blasting away at this point. And then like all this infantry, I remember just getting really fucking pissed at this fucking guy. I'm like, how do you have all this infantry? I have to produce all of these vehicles just to stem the fucking bleeding, and you have all of this infantry still available to you. I just could not fucking believe it. I was fucking pissed. And there goes my APC, which is important to have as Sammy, and now it's gone, so that sucks. Okay, yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot of use in commentating this much further. I can go for another victory march here. I'll flip a property. At this point, I wasn't even aware. And then, like, look at this bullshit, man. It's like, what the fuck is even the point of playing Sammy if you can't one-shot? Okay, I have 2 comm towers. I'm victory march boosted, and I can't one-shot a fucking tank in woods. That's so fucked up, man. It's just fucking stupid, dude. And then I'm like, I'll just check to see if this is open. Nope, open, not open. Okay, that's fine. Okay, start pushing out. And then, yeah. Man, I know I'm a Sammy stan, but fuck Sammy. What the fuck is this? 3 measly damage. I'm victory march 2 comm tower boosted mech. Does 3 damage to a medium tank on planes. That's just like game knowledge, I guess. That's just fucking stupid. That's like horrific damage. So I'm able to like damage his vehicles pretty bigly, and he's almost got another hyper upgrade. I couldn't fucking believe it. Yeah, so pushing out. and gone. You know, gone, and most definitely forgotten. My fucking troops have been doing nothing. And then look, I'm like, you're really capturing this? Like, how many fucking infantry do you possibly have? He even has like a strike force up here now. He's capturing this. He's capturing this. He's just he's blowing me away. I mean, yeah. So at this point, I thought for sure I was down in income, but I'm not sure what day I actually ended. I actually have an idea of when I think I actually like fully end it, and it's like a lot of days from now. So I don't really know what exactly I was thinking. This game is very clearly over. I can interrupt caps and everything, but he's got too much infantry. It's like a fucking Hydra. You cut off one head, it just gets replaced. So this battlecopter is going to get the pipe next turn for sure. I'll be able to take some good engagements, but like I don't know why he kept flying his battlecopters into my anti-air. I think Niberius Buster maybe could have pulled this comeback out of the drain, but I am a lesser player. I will be the first one to admit that. I mean, look, right? Like, why would I not have a little bit of faith? I'm blasting away down here, and now these are open. I need just to start producing infantry. Once these infantry start coming in, I can get some boosted caps off. So yeah, so I just keep coming. I got to keep reinforcing the north. But yeah, finally, I needed to be doing this like all fucking game. So embarrassing. Actually, so embarrassing that this is like really hard to watch. I needed to be like this, more of this all game, and then producing battlecopters to fill the extra income. Instead, I just decided to not fucking do that. This motherfucker has a hyper upgrade again. It doesn't look like a super effective one, if I'm being honest. Yeah, he gets actually a really nice upgrade here, and then here and here, and yeah. So I mean, it's okay, but what is he really going to do with it? Yeah, so he gets vision of that, and then he'll take a shot. I see. Okay, yeah. I mean, that's just a good shot. He's got the boosted damage. Yeah, he's just he's just coming in hard. It's the Hydra is the same thing with the battlecopters. I'm like, I keep shooting down these fucking battlecopters, and they just never stop. And then I'm like, Jesus fuck, dude, he's capturing this shit in front of my face. Complete fucking menace at this point. It's just crazy. So yeah, he's. I mean, it's the disparity is great. The disparity is great. I can one shot those all day, but he'll just keep making more. I'm getting myself trapped. I'm pushing out. I still think if I can get some infantry down here, I can make a change here. I'm looking at the man in the mirror. Okay. Man, I thought it went to to the day that I thought it went, but anyway. So yeah, this is just like I mean, like, look, right? Like, at least I have something going on around here. I'm like a Neo tank for his medium tank that would produce some actual, you know, some good play here. You know, unit-wise, value-wise, we're similar. He's got a huge income lead, and so many more infantry than I do, and I'm playing Sammy, which is like a big problem. That's just one of the cardinal sins of Sammy. He's finally forced to retreat in this front, and that's when I was like, oh shit, you know, maybe I can make something happen here. I shouldn't have spoiled the game. It kind of looks like I'm actually doing okay right now, and then I couldn't get Victory March this turn, and I just remember being really frustrated, and I was like, you know what, I want to be able... So I actually fucked this up, right? Because I said... I was looking at these... Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, never mind. I think maybe I thought that this one was active, and I was like, well, if I Victory March, I can get to... If I double time, I can get to all 3 of these properties. So I actually do end up popping a double time, just to try to get to the properties, but... He's just gonna blast me. I thought for sure, oh yeah, I got all of his troops out of the area. I'm fucking good to go. Let's fucking do this. And no, he's got plenty of troops, and he's gonna... Look, I mean, look at this. He's just... Total bait and switch, and I'm just completely fucked. So look, he's moving his line up slowly, one troop at a time, and then I can take a clean engagement there. I pop another double time, just to take that mech shot. I can do a little bit of shenanigans here. Okay, there goes there. Okay, I mean, like, you know, his medium tank's gone. I got the Neo tank in the area. Maybe I can get something done here. And then, like, that doesn't one-shot. That's crazy. Even with the fucking power is nuts. I mean, wait. Okay, so this fucking makes sense, right? Full health recon, infantry on roads. No defense stars, goes down to 2. Full health recon, infantry on planes, goes down to 2. Yeah, that's like... I swear to God I'm unlucky, man. Like, tactically I'm obviously not good, but there are some things that I'm just unfucking lucky with this game. I just get horrific rolls. So he ends up going fighter to combat the battlecopters up here, and then he sees that I have that Neo tank, and he will eventually... Yeah, I mean, just like... Yeah, it's just back and forth. He retreats for 1 turn and can just completely stomp me. So, it is day 27. The day of reckoning has come. BaseCon 1997 has resigned. So, you know what? I was really not looking forward to making this video because I was really embarrassed about losing. I thought that I just really fucked it up. A couple things were going against me. One, I was playing a CO with handicapped damage. And 2, my tempo boost that I was going for just didn't pay off because he front shifted all of a sudden. I just couldn't get a clean engage with my battlecopter. That really pissed me off. And then obviously the third and probably the biggest factor is I just did not play very well. Needed more infantry. And I needed to pull back and let him attack into me. You saw it earlier in the game when he got overzealous and attacked into me, and I was able to capitalize. Well, I should have done the same thing. I should have pulled back and allow him to funnel my troops to build up and then push. And I ended up doing the opposite. I allowed him to. I funneled into him, allowed him to build up multiple forces, and then push on me. So yeah, he's actually rated a lot lower than me, and he lost. Yeah, I just about launched my mouse across the room when I lost this game. I was so salty. But good game, Cross and Fox. You won fair and square. I definitely, I'm going to keep playing, and I'm going to keep casting games and stuff, guys. So, oh yeah, I was about to say, have I casted a game where I've won in like the last 10 years? And the answer is yes. It was the last game that I played. But good luck in the tournament, Cross and Fox, and everybody else that's still in the comments, good luck in the tournament. Maybe I'll cover it some more, just random people's games. But I'm having a lot of fun commenting on my own games, for sure. So I'm going to do that for a while, I think. All right, guys, that's all I got. Thanks.